Assalamualaikum and good morning to Madam. My name is AFIQAH binti Muhammad AMIR and I am from Group 3 and my detail is Fatin NASUHA binti Shamas. And I explain to you about our system, which is we have created a pet management system. Here is our introduction, which we have two systems, which is the pet shop and pet hotel. And for the pet shop, the user need to input details for their pet. We sell types of cat, dog and rabbit food and cage too. We sell it in affordable and reasonable price. And then after user have done select the things they want to buy, they will need to check out and it will display the total price of what they have bought in our system. And for the pet hotel, is used for owner who needs temporary place for the furry friends when they are not at home. And the system prepare 3 type of suits, which needs user to enter their pet's name, age, breed, and select the type of suit. And I will continue with my coding presentation.
Okay, so for the first one, I present to you our customer login form, and the user need to enter the username and password. And for the username and password, we already declare it in the if-else statement using Fatin and AFIQAH name. And if the username name is same as in the coding, it will go straight to the select system part. And then if the name is not same, a message will appear and it will say username and password are not matched. And then for the select system part, we have two systems, which is a pet shop and pet hotel. And for my part, I do the pet shop. And if user click the pet shop button, it will go to the front page of my system, which is we have our pet store name, our address, and this is the button to continue to the pet shop. And next, this is the my pet shop. And here is the pet shop part, which is I made it into 3 sections. We have pet details, pet food, and pet cage. For the pet details, user need to input their pet name, pet ID, pet age, pet breed, and their pet gender. If user has settled fill in the text field, they need to click on the submit button. For the submit button, it's like an add record. And I declare pet name, pet ID, pet age, pet breed, pet gender using the type string. And the get text is used to get the text from the text field. And for the button gender, I use radio button and then I use button group to combine them. And if user select the male button, the pet gender is male. And if user select female button, and the gender is female. After user have clicked on the submit button, and then it will display at the text area at here, their pet name, pet ID, pet age, pet breed, and gender. And this is used to store in the array list. And here is the operation. Here, I use try and catch. The try and catch block is used to enclose the code that might throw exception. Here is the exception. And it must be used within the method. If an exception occurs in this coding, the rest of the block will not execute. And this will appear in the pet text file, which is it will appear here. I already did some example. And this is get is used in this pet details, have the setter and getter method to get the name, the age, the gender, all that. And I use prewriter. Prewriter is used to send character to a file. And after user have clicked the button submit, before it display on the text area, a message will appear and it will say your pet details have been successfully saved and your pet ID is like the pet ID like user have entered. For the next button is I present the search ID. For the search ID, user need to enter their pet ID in here and they need to click on the button search ID. For the search ID, I declare search ID using string and get the text from the pet ID part here. And then I use the operation search ID. And if pet is not found, it will display the text area, sorry, your pet ID is not found. And if your pet ID is found, a message will appear and it will say your pet ID is found and it will display in the text area their pet name, their pet breed, and their pet age. For the search ID method, I declare pet name, pet ID, pet age, pet breed, and pet gender and pet details equal to null because we do not know the value yet. And again, I use the try catch, same as the add record, and I use file in file to display the data that user have entered in the text file. And I use buffer reader. Buffer reader is used to read text from the input string. And if user have entered their pet ID, I use equals ignore case. This is used to compare between two strings, and it will store in the array list. And if it's not found, it will throw an exception. So, and then for the button reset and delete ID, I give to my partner, which is Fatin NASUHA. And next, for the pet food, user need to enter their pet ID and it will appear here, same like search ID before. And this is the choice of food that user want to buy. Again, I use radio button and then I use button group to combine them. And this is the detail button. Detail button just it will show a pop-up message and display the weight and price. And then user need to enter the quantity, which ask for the user to enter how much they want to buy. And then the display button. Display button, it will display here the how many quantity and what food they want to buy. I use the if else statement. So if user want to buy the kibbles cat, it will show Royal Canin cat kibbles, wet food cat, Royal Canin cat wet food, and so on. And for the calculate total price, it will calculate the total price for each food with the quantity. Again, I use the if else statement. Then we get the quantity from the text field before, and I use if else, if only. And if user choose to buy kibbles cat, it will multiply the quantity with the price, and so on with the wet food cat, kibble stock, dog wet food, and rabbit food. And it will display here the total price. And the last one is the cat cage. I use radio button and then I command them using button group. And there is a button checkout, which is here it will appear all the total payment from the cage and the food. It will appear here. Checkout button, again I use the if else statement. This is for the cat cage and kibbles cat cage and wet food. And I use the quantity and the get text from the text field. And so I run the program and then I pass the presentation to my partner Fatin NASUHA.
So here is the login form and I enter my name and my password, which is the metric number, and then I press the button login and I select the system pet shop. This is the front page and I continue to pet shop. And first I enter the pet name, which is Sherry. The pet ID is CH1. It is 2 years old. Breed Maine Coon. And it is male. And this is for the add record. I submit and then it will message appear and it will display the text area. And I display all. I have Tico and Cherry. Example to search ID. And the pet ID is found as the pet ID is still there. Found and it will appear the text display area. For the pet food, like I want to use the CH1 search. Your pet ID is found. And I want to buy Royal Canin Cat's wet food. I want to buy 4 of them. And I display. So here, display the quantity and the price. And then I calculate the total price. Here is the total price. And for the cage, I want to buy the cat cage. And then I check out. So here is total price for the cat cage and the pet food. That's all for me. Continue with my partner, Fatin NASUHA.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Fatin NASUHA binti Shamas. My matrix number is 27X062. And today I want to present my part, which is I built a system of pet hotel, which in pet management system. And this is my coding, and as well as I will explain more later on. Okay, this is the main page of the pet hotel. Okay, so I will run the pet Java. Okay, this is the main page. Okay, I will click for the rabbit register because I have rabbit, and for other customer want to have cat register, they need to go to the cat and so on. So I will click the rabbit. Okay, for my part, I will focus on delete, display, and also reset. Okay, so I will display all the input that customer or uh, already input here. We use text file. Okay, this is our text file of the rabbit. We have Leo, Jumbo, Neo, and Demo. So at this one, we have Leo, Jumbo, Neo, and Demo. Okay, first I will explain about the detail. Delete. Okay, for delete, we need to find a ID register of the pet. Okay, for example, I want to delete Jumbo. Jumbo, we have A56. Okay, so I need to click the button delete. Okay, the record has been deleted, and then okay. Okay, once you click OK, you need to display again. If you display, the ID register for A56 already gone, and also at the text file is already gone. We have Leo, Neo, and also Demo. Okay, Jumbo already gone. Okay, so if I want to have this, okay, first I need to explain the coding, right? So for the coding, okay, so for the coding, here I use Rabbit. Okay, this is the GUI, and this Java class. Okay, for the display, I use add and save. Okay, this is the add and save, which is I use the file writer of the constructor. The class is used for writing streams of the correct, okay, with character, and then the constructor creates a file writer object given a file object. Then this I use the getter method. Okay, this is for the add save. Okay, and this is for the read or records. Okay, this is for the read part. Okay, this I will go to the display. Okay, display kan. Display I use output. Okay, output and read pad here. Okay, so this is the read pad. I use the string builder, which is represent a change sequence of the character. Okay, I use the string line because it used to read a single line of the text from the console. Okay, and it will return the value. Return string contains the line that is read from the console. Okay, this is a print that print here. Okay, print here. Okay, and okay, this is for the read all pack system or details. So this is the written output final. Okay, I use a string builder. Okay, and that's for the display. Okay, for the delete, okay, I will explain the delete. Okay, delete. This is the delete one. Delete, I need to find ID of the register. Okay, so search ID, this is for the delete coding. Okay, I will create an array list. Okay, this is array list, and I already variable and declare. Okay, I use the buffer reader to read the text from an input stream like the file by buffering character or array. So, this is for the compare and remove data in the array list. Okay, there is one which is I use the equals ignore case, and I will search ID and so on. And if it find the ID, it will remove. And this is for the save or record again. Okay, and for the reset, I use all the button. I need to have a null. I need to put index because combo box we use the index one. Okay, then we need to select the index. Okay, this is all for BGRB. We see button group. Okay, button group selection. It will go I mean, if we want to clear, okay, for example like this, we want to clear this one. Okay, if I want to clear, just reset and it's all gone. Okay, this is for the details. You can user or customer will know the details of the hotel room. Okay, okay, display. If you want to delete, okay, delete A34, just delete. Okay, then display again. It's all gone, and reset. Okay, and that's all from me. Then if you want to back to the main page, you need to click here, or if you want to exit, just exit the system, just click here. Okay, and also for wait, I forgot about the this is the is the testimonial and also the customer testimonial, and this is the price. You can see. Okay, this is the pic of the picture of the hotel. Okay, okay, exit the program. Just click the button exit. Okay, that's all, and that's all from us, and that's all from me, which I built a pet hotel. Okay, that's all from us. I hope the system really can run smooth. Yeah, it's really run smooth, and yeah, that's all. Thank you from us. Assalamualaikum.